Well, just like that, my year of MOT and Travis is nearly up. He's my Mark 7 Transit. He's a former hire van / P10 engineer van that I am trying to keep away from the breakers yard. Now, the last time I put a van through its MOT, it was my Caddy, and that didn't end well.
Well, she passed.
It was a £500 MOT bill, having already done hundreds of pounds of work to it. So, last year's advisories for the Mark 7 included the subframe and a brake pipe. My goal is to try and get Travis through for less than 500 quid, and hopefully at the first time of asking. So wheeled out the prize wheel at work just to get a vibe for how this might go.
Let's start with optimism, shall we? It says here, my MOT will be a pass with 0 advisories. I'll report back in on my findings next Sunday.
I'd obviously be very happy if I got that. Because the subframe was mentioned, that was wire brushed, it was cleaned up and given a good lick of paint. The brakes are new all round. I had to fit a new gearbox mount because the old one was shot. Now, the wheels don't really make a difference for the MOT, but the tyres do. I've got a pair of brand new winter tyres up front, and obviously being a Transit, he's had a little bit of welding done this year. Mostly along the sills and in the footwells as well. So I've definitely done a lot this year, and I'm just hoping now it's going to be enough to get him through the test. So the MOT isn't actually due till the end of September, but I might as well get it now, and it means I've got 13 months rather than 12. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the latest I've gone out in the van. And it's also the weirdest reason. I'm going to be parked up not that far from home, to the point I'd have been as well just actually staying in my bed tonight, but it's turning very autumnal at the moment, and I really want to make the most of every chance I've got to get out in the van. The last few weeks have been a wee bit on the chaotic side, so I'm going out to hell with the consequences. Yeah, why not? It's a bit secretive, it's a bit mysterious, but all will be revealed in the morning. There's a reason I'm going out this late, and I'm not going to the place that I thought I was going, which would make absolutely no sense because I haven't actually shared where I was gonna go. So let's find the park up space, shall we?
I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you, and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. One more thing I just want to say right here.
Yeah, this'll do. Well, as long as the chavs don't keep looping round and round, they should be okay. Saturday was always going to be an early start, and thankfully I did manage to get a good night's sleep. Once upon a time this was forest as far as you could see, but after a number of storms, well, you can see what's happened. When it was a forest, it's not the kind of place you would have wanted to spend the night. So this is at the back of the Bridge of Don, not too far from the Aberdeen bypass. Well, I survived my night of randomness, which is probably a good thing, so let's get to where this is going. Oh, that is the forest. So it's funny, I came here about 1 o'clock this morning, and because all the trees have been felled, and obviously because it was night time as well, I didn't really recognise any of the car parks. I knew where I was. I knew some of the landmarks, like the junction up here and the houses and stuff, but I didn't really know where I was, if that makes sense. Zoomies Aberdeen, eh? Secure dog park. Not going there. We are going up here. So many rabbits, none of which actually picked up on camera. So, the real reason for the trip was obviously to take Travis for his MOT. It's MOT day. Seemingly you can't film the actual test itself. Trust everything. But it was interesting to watch, because I don't think I've ever actually sat and followed the test around while they're doing my MOT.
One eternity later.
Or what felt like an eternity, the results were in. So moment of truth time, how did he do? Well, we have a pass. So I had kind of joked that maybe, you know, no advisories would be ideal. It's not going to happen. One of the things you're always going to get flagged for is the underseal. You know, the garage has to do that to cover themselves, I get it. So my last advisory is vehicle underside is heavily undersealed. Nothing I can do about that. There is a bit of judder from the near side front brake, which I've known about since the brakes were done. So that got picked up on service, brake fluctuating, but not excessively. Could just be the disc hasn't been sat right, could be the pads aren't in right. The next two advisories should see us have that corner off and we can maybe actually work out what's going on. Track rod end ball joint has slight play, so both track rod ends on the front are needing done. The worst of this is, Darren the tester said they don't even look that old. They've been changed pretty recently, but just the state of the roads, yeah, they've gone shot. So track rod ends really ain't that expensive to change out, so we'll get them done. I'm going to get the alignment done at the same time because I should have had that done when the new wheels went on, but I haven't. So realistically, work out what's going on with that brake, a couple of track rod ends, and Travis is good for another year. I mean, he's good for the year anyway. I'm not going to lie, that went a lot better than I expected it might do. So yeah, thing is, this is just the minimum standard the van needs to be. So, you know, that's great and everything. I know there's some stuff he's going to need done in the next wee while. We'll get that tackled. The track rod ends I'm going to get done hopefully in the next month, along with the alignment and the brake judder. And at that point, really, it's then just a case of keeping on top of the maintenance and the servicing going into winter. So, yeah, there we go. And I got a night away in the van as well, although that really probably wasn't needed, to be fair. So, yeah. Listen, thanks as always for watching. Let me know below. Did Travis do better than you thought? Worse than you thought? I'm surprised. I have every faith in my van, but, you know, I go into MOTs absolutely dreading them. So to only have 3 or 4 advisories is pretty damn good. You know, he's as good as a 14-year-old transit van's going to get. So, yeah. hit us up in the comments below, give us a thumbs up, and yeah,